Hey guys, Antonio here with another video on the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. And today we're going to be talking about don't go past the mark you aimed for in victory. Before we get started, click that subscribe button down low, follow along with more videos like this, sent straight to your inbox every single week. Let's get started. So, you've just attained a level of success, right? You just achieved a goal and you feel so good about it. You feel gung-ho, confident, ready to go. Now, the problem of being in this state is that your emotions can push you to make a very irrational decision.
What is the most inspiring thing I ever said to you?
Don't be an idiot. Changed my life.
Whenever I'm about to do something, I think, would an idiot do that? And if they would, I do not do that thing.
The confidence, the heat of victory, all those things come together and they make you think, I'm invincible. I can do whatever the I want, right? You don't care. So what happens is that you end up making a bad decision, you overstepping your boundaries, and you get beat real bad, straight to the ground. You need to know the boundaries that you can cross. And the only way you can do this is by taking a full step back once you achieve success. Let's say I come to my goal, and then what I do is I take a step back, take a deep breath, realize what just happened, realize that yes, I just got to where I wanted to be, and then say, okay, now where can I go next? And take into consideration all the negative things that have happened in the past to you as well. All the times you did get beat, all the times you didn't make it to your goal. Take those into consideration now when you make your next goal. Don't think everything is going to work as you plan it will be, because what will end up happening is your plan will be too optimistic and you won't take into consideration the negative things. You won't see the negative aspect. I've talked about this in another book, in The Obstacle is the Way. It talks about planning, having negative thinking when you're planning in order to prevent all the negative outcomes from happening. And at least if they do happen, you won't be surprised by them. So let's take great ancient Rome as an example, right? They were such a great empire right after the Greeks. What ended up happening was they kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger until they're taking up large parts of Europe and all other places, right? I don't know all of the places off the top of my head. When they came too big, they spread out too thin. They didn't know their own boundaries. They didn't have, at one part in Britain it was Rome, another part it wasn't, right? That's the problem. There was no fine line of what was theirs and what wasn't. It was all gray. No one really knew. So Rome had overstepped its boundaries. They thought they were this great thing. No one could beat them. They were too in the moment and didn't really think to stop and say, this is not okay. We can't spread ourselves too thin. We need to populate these areas more and add more troops there. This way no one can come in and take us over so easily. That's exactly how the Roman Empire fell. Now, you don't want this to happen to you or your business, right? So, stay tuned. So, take a step back, realize what needs to get done now that you know where you are and you know it logically, not emotionally. Build upon success properly. It's important to keep building upon your successes, right? You don't want to gain success and then take 15 steps backwards. That would be useless. You want to gain success, stop, take another step forward, stop, take another step forward. That's the proper way about going this. And sometimes you might have to change course, right? You might start here, you might have reached your goal right here, and realize it doesn't make sense for you to keep going forward. So you go that way. It's that simple, right? You may need to change course and go somewhere else, but you'll only realize that if you stand still and make logical, non-emotional decisions. And the reversal here is that if you beat someone down halfway, right, you let them live. What can end up happening is that you make them more bitter and bitter over time, and they become angrier and angrier at you. And their chances of taking revenge of you become so much higher. So it's either, he's saying here, is to wipe out your enemy completely, right? If you have to go past your victory to wipe him out, do that. Or don't bother them at all. Hide right around them. Okay? Don't take them down halfway, because what will happen is they'll come back at you in revenge. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video on don't go past the mark you aimed for in victory. Please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm going to leave a link in the description down below for you to purchase a copy of this book on Amazon, guys. We only got one more chapter left. If you want to read the rest, buy the book. And as always, remember that a chapter a day allows for success to make way. I'll catch you guys in the next one.